Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and thank you for tuning in, watching today's video. All right, so Monday is the new year. We are wrapping up 2023, and as a trader, as an individual, as a person, I want to say first and foremost, thank you for being loyal to the channel, being loyal and being a community member over on the Discord. I appreciate all the positive comments and remarks. I think each and every one of each individual that has, somewhere in the past has said or said thank you for the information, the valuable content that you put in the videos. Thank you for pumping out so much content, so many videos, because you guys have found that it's helping you. And that's the purpose and the reason why I started this channel and the reason why I make these videos, because I just want to, first and foremost, inspire individuals, okay? And I want to see people become passionate about trading and becoming profitable and great traders. This journey is long, it's tough, it's rough, it's hard. We can have beatings, we can have ups and downs. But in the end of it, in the way I look at it, year to year, last several years, it has been a rewarding, fulfilling, and probably one of the best opportunities, but one of the best things I've ever did in my life. One of the best steps I've made in my life. Okay, and that's for one, being able to create a business of my own that I can control and do it sitting right from home, or wherever I'm at across the globe. It doesn't matter. I could be sitting on the beach somewhere. I could be somewhere in some other country from a distance. It doesn't matter. The thing about it is that this business there's no cap, there's no ceiling, and you can make money each and every day if you know how to trade correctly, okay? So I want to say to everyone, a happy new year as we move into the new year. This will probably be the last video that I'll make before we close out 2023. And I'm really excited. I'm really glad. I'm really happy. I'm just filled with joy because, I see that what I'm presenting, in the form of these videos, which a lot of you find educational. I'm glad to see that. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a mentor. I keep saying that. I have no trading or training course or mentorship program. I just do this because I simply want to help people and see people succeed and share the information and knowledge that I know in the way that I trade in my own experience, in my own personal life, in my own personal journey, and just kind of share it with you guys. It would be selfish of me in a sense if I was just to harbor this information and not put it out here on the platform within the form of videos so that other people could watch them, understand, grasp, maybe use the information themselves and become profitable and find success in their own way. And we've had plenty of individuals, plenty of members that are part of the community find success and have turned their trading around. So keep it up. I want to say that. Keep pushing forward and putting your best foot forward. Spending time here on the charts. Now, what I want to talk about today, I don't want to make this a long-winded video. Just some things that I've learned simply about myself, over this last year. Things that have really allowed me to prosper. Things that I've really learned, that have transformed my trading. Okay, and I'm not just saying just this year. It happens year to year to year, and we have to set goals for ourselves every single year. It's just something that makes us, fulfills a part of maybe a void on the inside of us, or something that uplifts us each year, something to look forward to. Okay, I have goals that I set for myself every single year, and it's not tied to any monetary or money, amount of money. I do not put emphasis when it comes to money in my life, okay? Because money, to me, is not the key to life, all right? I figured out a long time ago that happiness and love and just having pure passion, the fire and the drive to want to succeed every single day, spending time with loved ones and family, and just spreading the joy of love with your family, okay? First and foremost, all right? And sharing what you know with other individuals. Just because I simply do not sit next to someone or each individual or each person individually does not mean I'm not able to share what I know. That's the purpose of the videos. Videos that I put, the content together, it reaches the masses when you're able to use a platform and share it on, all right? It's better than sitting here and just creating or just hand holding someone and having to show them the way. It's worked for thousands of years. You know, putting things together in front of people, whether you're sitting in a classroom or a lecture environment, you know, you have someone instructing. That's what I'm doing here. I'm not an instructor or educator. I'm just simply creating these videos so that people can pick up the pieces and put them together, and it has helped individuals. I break things down. I go into detail when it comes to my trading so that people can understand my mindset, the thought process. And I know that not everyone is going to understand it because everyone has their own personality. Everyone is different, okay? Some people are just not as humble as the next person. Some people aren't as passionate as the next person. Those are things that it takes to really become a great trader. Some people are just not as rational. A lot of people are irrational in thought. So if you have problems upstairs, this is not the business for you, because you will allow the emotional side of you, okay? Anything personally that's bothering you in your personal life, or some type of emotional feeling, whatever it may be. See, when we get in front of these charts, we have to be solid-minded. We have to be focused 100%. Not even 1% can you take your eye off the ball, okay? So if you are dealing with something personally, emotionally, you are struggling with something mentally, then this is not the business for you until you get yourself checked and corrected. You must understand that. I know people, I've heard people that have told me they've lost big money, thousands of dollars, okay, trying to perfect this and get and understand this. Trading is it can be easy, but it can also be hard. The hard part about it is controlling who you are as a person. All right. And when I say that, I mean all the psychological components. All right. Because it only takes one to destroy you as a person, as a trader. Okay. You have to be 100% dialed in, tuned in, and in sync with these markets and understand how to read them correctly. I keep saying this time and time again. I relate the market to like reading a book, being able to comprehend the storyline, what's going on. It's the same thing. It's just being able to visually see what's taking place here. Okay? This is not a game of science trying to figure out. This is a game of art and craft, skill. Okay? This is like, you know, you have to be, when it comes to skill, you have to be, dialed in 100%. Okay? The skill level here of trying to accomplish this is out of this world. All right? Because people think they can do this every single day because they have the money. All right? Or they feel as if they don't need someone to show them the way. Oh, it's just too easy. I'm going to tell you, those are the individuals that ain't going to get slapped. Those are the individuals that are going to get burnt. Those are the individuals that are going to come up with busted accounts left to right. And all they're going to do is point the finger at someone else when it's themselves to blame because they didn't take the time to learn the correct way. All the information that I put out here on this channel, or on the channel, over 600 and some videos, is there for a reason. I share my experience. Okay, I give my the information that and how I trade and how I read the markets and look at the markets and how I trade a strategy. I break it down. You know, I don't charge someone thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars for a trading course. I'm not bashing anyone that does. I'm just simply saying that for me, there's no purpose. I really just put it out there. Okay, because for me, it's just all about passing it forward. I think that the beauty in life is being able to do that and share things with other individuals without having a dollar attached to it to some degree, if you understand what I'm saying. Now, I know that business is business, and people probably won't agree with me 100%, but because a lot of people will say, well, man, you know all this information and knowledge, why don't you put a trading course together or something that, you know, where you can become profitable behind doing so? You know, charge individuals some monetary amount of money to basically benefit yourself and also benefit others by passing it forward. Yeah, I understand that, okay? But for me, I don't have the time to do all that. I just love the process of making this video content, sharing the information, sharing what I'm seeing on a daily basis when it comes to trading, posting those videos, sharing my entries or my trades over on the Discord community with you guys that are loyal community supporters, all right? And I appreciate each and every one of you that have signed up for or a elite channel member that have clicked on that join button, okay, and become an elite member for $7 a month. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, yeah. You're thinking like, what, $7 a month? That's like a price of a cup of coffee on the day. All right. Yeah. I mean, that's less than anyone's lunch that they spend on a day. So by clicking on that join button and finding, that means you found value in the content that I've created, multiple videos. You find value in me as a person. In doing so, you find me as a genuine and humble person. I appreciate that because I get that all the time. I thank you guys for leaving such positivity and comments. Now, what I want to share with you, I can keep talking on about that, all right? Okay, I can keep thanking each and every one of you, all right? And I can keep pushing out this content and each and every day, all right? Like I continue to do. Like I said from the beginning, it was never my idea. It was never the journey or path that I wanted to take to make all this video content. It was just a way for me to be able to record and reflect on for personal reasons, or for a learning tool for myself to be able to go back. It's just like doing your homework. You know what I mean? It's like you studying. You do something, you study, you go back, you study it again. That's all it was. The videos were a way for me to go back and reflect on the trades that I've taken. All right. Discuss things kind of in like I would have a recorder, or someone would have a recorder and making notes for themselves. That's what the videos do. I can talk, real time, see myself actionable in the trades that I'm taking and go back and review them. But I told myself, if I'm doing this, then I can be helping other individuals along the way. Now, I know not everyone's going to see through my eyes and see it the same way. Okay? They're not going to see through Mike's eyes. That's fine. Okay? And I know not everyone's going to be successful in the way I trade. That's fine. But there's so many reasons why, which I personally can't understand how someone can't grasp this information. It's not that hard. But I will tell you, again, if you're struggling with any means of something that's bothering you to the heart or to the mind, and those two aren't synced together, and you can't get in front of these charts and see and read the market like you should, you're not going to succeed in this business, okay? You got to take the time to educate yourself, and simply by watching the videos. You don't have to learn this stuff from me. You don't have to learn supply and demand from me, okay? But I'm telling you, that's how I trade. It's been very fruitful to me. And it's been very rewarding, and I'll continue to do so. I'll continue making these videos because, to me, the purpose in doing so is to pass the information along, is to share it so that other individuals can become inspired, become profitable, and can pass things forward themselves. Okay? All right? So if whatever I'm sharing with you and you locking in on this and you becoming profitable, don't harbor it. Share what you know with other individuals. That's the goal, the purpose in life. That's how we get ahead. All right. So, because to me, I feel like if I'm sharing this information, it comes back tenfold to me because I'm just doing the right thing. But anyways, what I want to talk to you today about was, as a trader in general, this year, 3 things that I personally learned about myself. Okay. One is that I've become more humble as a person. Yeah, this trading stuff has really transformed me as a person. It has really caused and allowed me to really dig deep on the inside. As a self means of reflection, and see that not only is it tied to this trading, but it has allowed me to become more of a humble person in general. You have to look. Sometimes it's like when we do things in life, it affects other areas in our life, and trading has done so in a positive way in all ways for me. Okay, it has allowed me to kind of step back and take life at a slower pace. Okay, be more patient with things, in my personal life, family, being able to deal with things, just from a having an open mindset, okay, all right, and not being just so one way focused, okay, all right. So you have to be humble in this business, okay, and the humbleness allows you to be very patient and looking for the right setups in trading. And you guys know this, that spend time commenting and sending me messages all the time. Know that by now, patience is the key. You can't be in and out of trades every single time. You can't take every single setup, okay? Just because a trade setup, just because something looks appealing on the charts, doesn't always mean it's going to be the best trade setup. So many people, they wait for an opportunity for the market to pull back to a zone and just get in just like that. They do not take the time to wait for the rejection. The rejection is the part that's going to, make a difference of you winning or losing. Understand that. So you have to be patient. Okay. So I tie humbleness or being humble to being patient, because by being humble, it has allowed me to be more of a patient person in my personal and in my business life. Okay. All right. It allowed me to become more focus driven on the trades that I share with you guys, the trades that I take. It allows me to sit back and be dialed into the markets. Okay. And read this thing like I'm reading a book. You know, I don't get frustrated or stressed or overcomplicate the complexity of what's going on in the charts anymore because I'm able to see it now. All right. At first, I wasn't able to see it. It was very complex. It was hard. I couldn't decipher what was going on, you know. Higher highs, higher lows. Was the market breaking structure or was it re-breaking back to the upside? You know, I was having a hard time grasping which way to truly trade. And I know the people right now that are watching this and probably saying, man, that's something I'm struggling with right now, is being able to grasp when to take a trade or understand when to take a trade because I can't read market structure the correct way. I don't know if we're breaking structure to the downside or re-breaking it back to the upside. I don't know if we're breaking major areas of structures or breaking minor areas of structure, right? You know, those are all things that we have to out. You know, you just don't know which way to trade, short or long, okay? Because maybe a trend has now changed and now we're into a short-term trend to the downside, but the overall trend on the higher time frame maybe still pushing to the upside, okay? So I know that trading can be complex, but one thing you have to do, like I said, is come to these charts with an open mind, all right? And if you feel any means of an urgency to take trades, just to be in the market and not feel like you know you shouldn't be trading, step away because that's when that one day is going to be a disastrous downfall for yourself, okay? If you're not right here, you better get right. I'm telling you, or you're going to lose some money. Do not trade with money you don't have. I say that over and over again, okay? If you're coming to these markets and you're starting to want to get into this business because of the simple fact is you need a quick pickup, you need to grab a quick bag of money, you need to make some quick money, wrong business because you're going to get burnt, I promise you. You think you know this business and you're cocky? This market will show you what's cocky, who's cocky real quick. It will take every dime you got from you. So you got to level up, you got to study, you got to go back, you got to back test. I have spent hundreds, and I say hundreds, could be thousands of hours. I spent time, years perfecting this and still am to this day. I still educate myself each and every single day. I go back, I do my homework. Trades I take, I go back, I back test. Okay? I go back even on the weekends. I'm looking at the market. I'm looking at the trades I took. I'm going back weekly on weeks. I just don't, when the market ends, that's not the end of the day for me. I'm going back. I sit up and stay on these charts about 10 o'clock at night sometimes. I'm off doing other things, you know, here and there throughout the hours of the day. But then I come back in the evening. I'm sitting there looking at my charts. On the weekends, I'm sitting there looking at my charts. I'm studying. I'm being a student of the market, and you have to. If you think you're just going to wake up the next day and boom, make some money without going back and studying, at some point, I'll tell you this, the market's a living creature. It shifts, it changes. It has its own personality. It's going to do what it wants to do. What you saw last week may not work this week, so you better get your game up if you want to succeed and make it in this business, okay? All right, so moving on. Another truth that I've learned about myself, when it comes to this business of trading, I'm not greedy. I have never in my life been a greedy person, ever. I've never been about the almighty dollar, okay? I never chased it in a sense of, money can be the root of all evil. We know that. And chasing it and feeling like you have to be keeping up with the next person, oh, they made $10,000 a day, I got to do the same thing, okay? I need to make this much so I can go buy a bigger house, or go make this much so I can go buy a better looking car because my neighbor has it. Okay. All right. Or one of my work colleagues has it. All right. It's not about that. Life's not all about that. Okay. Life is about what you make it and what you're comfortable with. It's about being comfortable, and I'm comfortable. You know, not every single day do I have the mindset of getting in here and say, I want to make $2,000 a day or $5,000 a day or $1,000. I'm just as fine if I can make $500 on a day. I'm not a greedy person. I take what I can get because, look, I know what it takes to sustain my life, and I don't live outside of my means. And that's the problem with a lot of individuals. They live way outside their means, okay? And then they have to figure out a way to sustain that daily, monthly, yearly, okay? But what I'm trying to say is there's nothing wrong with setting goals to, if you say I did $100,000 last year, this year I want to do $250,000, whatever the case is in trading. You can do that, and that could be a goal, you know, but don't like, make it like a, what am I trying to say here? Something that you need to make $250,000 in next year. Because if you're doing that, you're setting yourself up for failure. You allow the process to happen naturally, you know? I was told a long time ago, and I'm going to tell you this because a family member told me this. The key to life is finding passion. I said this before. And once you find passion, the money will follow, you know, because you become so great at what you're doing. Okay. And a lot of people become, find passion from hobbies, and they take a hobby and they turn it into a business. And that's the thing about life, is that we in life, we find something that we love to do and become passionate about it. And we allow that to carry us forward in life. Okay. All right. And the money will always follow, you know, is because then you start to perfect it and you become so great at doing it to maybe you're teaching other individuals. Maybe you're sharing that information of wealth, of knowledge, and passing it forward. But holding on to or harping on the idea that you need to make $250,000 when the year prior you made $100,000, then that's greed. Okay. All right. And knowing, then setting yourself up to where you're over expending and buying things that you do not need. You know, look, there's nothing wrong with having nice things in life, but sometimes people get caught up in those things. Okay. All right. Having to, feel like they have to have the glitz and glam all the time. All right. And chasing that when you should be, really just focusing in on what it is that your craft is. Okay. Sticking to that. All right. And not worrying about the money aspect of it. When you perfect the craft, like in trading, and I talk about this, look for the high probability setups. And when you start taking those things, you start to become humble and patient, and you wait for the right setups. And then you look at your trading account at the end of the day and say, man, I took 2 or 3 nice good setups here, or maybe even one, and I made $2,000 a day. $2,000 a day. Well, last year I was just making $200 on a day, if that. Okay? That's because you are transforming as a person. All right? You're starting to understand now that I'm spending more time. I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm able to read and see the charts more correctly. I'm able to take the correct setups. I'm able to be more patient and look for those high probability setups. And when you start doing that, then the money, the capital starts to grow. Okay? Focus in on the passion. Focus in on the craft. Focus on the art of trading. There's no science to this. That's why I said a long time ago, people think that you always have to have all these indicators, and there's some magical science to these indicators that are going to give you the holy grail of how to trade the correct way. Wrong. Doesn't work like that. Did you not know some of the best traders in the world? Okay? Some of the best or most professional traders trade with just nothing on the charts, just a naked chart. Being able to understand and understand market structure, being able to read it, follow price action. Those two are king. I promise you. You master market structure. Okay? And people struggle with that. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, 99% of the time, when people blow their accounts multiple times, eventually they figure out that they never understood how to read the market. They never understood how to understand and follow and read market structure. That, I'm telling you, that's what held me back. So I become passionate about this. Trading has become one of the most passionate things that I've ever done in my life. Okay? I stuck to it. I had the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, you know, and then I started moving sideways, and then you start to see and know when you are reaching a level. You'll start to see the milestones that you're making, where you were once maybe red every single day, losing money. Whether you're trading with your live funds and hopefully you weren't, or just demoing. Then you can start to see things start to transform. You can start to see the curve of growth, like a lot of you have shared on the Discord. The growth of from where you were a month ago to where you're at today, to where you were losing to now you are winning and you are seeing growth in your accounts. I salute all you guys and congratulations to everyone that is now starting to build some capital. Starting to take payouts if you're trading through prop firms, through funded accounts, or using your own personal funds. Okay? I salute all you guys. I want to see people succeed. I keep saying that. But please do not be greedy in this business, because those that are greedy, I promise you, will be dealt the hand. You go to put $10,000 in your trading account or $5,000 in your account, and you have a cocky attitude, and you think that you know this business will take every dime from you. I promise you that. I've seen it happen multiple times. You ain't gotta believe me. Test the waters and see what happens. All right, so the last thing that I want to say, the third truth that I would love to tell you guys that I learned about myself this year, closing out 2023, okay, is that I am just like you, still a student of the markets. Understand that. I am no better than you when it comes to this trading business, okay? Now, yes, I'm profitable and I make money on the daily, yes, but guess what? At any given second or any given time, we all can take a losing trade. But the key to success in this business, I will tell you this, is to have a solid plan for yourself each and every day and sticking by it. Risk management. How much are you willing to put on the table? How much are you willing to risk? Knowing when to cut that trade. Because that's the biggest part of trading, is we take the right setups, and when they don't work out, because please, everyone, listen to what I'm going to say. No matter the strategy that you use, at the end of the day, the market is always going to do something different. And that high probability area, zonal level, may not hold. Okay? Understand that. So, if a trade doesn't work out, don't point fingers at the person that strategy may be trying to pick up and understand. You can only look at yourself and say, it's the market. It didn't work out for a reason. Not every zone or every level is going to work. We do not, listen to what I say, we do not, as traders, retail traders, control the market. Okay? Those institutions, they control it. We only want to play in the world that they coexist in, that they've created for us to coexist in, and grab their coattail to make money along with them. We want to see the setups that they're taking. When they get to a zone, whether it's aggressive buying or selling, supply and demand, whatever the case is, and you got a nice setup. All right? Using that strategy I talk about, using having multi-chart confluence, areas of confirmation. When we put all those magical components together and the trade doesn't work out, you just have to chop it up. Get out the trade as soon as you can to protect and preserve your capital. Risk management. Okay? Knowing when to cut it. You're not going to take 100% of the trades. I get out of trades when it didn't work out. I'll say this time and time again. When a trade does not move, or I don't see momentum stepping into the market quick enough on the rejection, I get out. If it shoots, moves up real quick and then starts moving sideways and then kind of chopping back and forth, I get out of the market. And then it may go in my direction, but I don't slap myself on the, and say, well, I should have stayed into it. No, because it could have came back against me just as well. I like to take those trades and beat in those trades the moment that we're at a high probability zone, and then it works out, we get the rejection, and then the momentum steps in and we're moving. Those are the trades I like to stay in. Okay? But when they start to come back and start, teetering around, I'm out. I'm not going to take that risk there. So you got to know yourself, know your limitations, know your levels of how much are you willing to really risk. All right? How much risk are you willing to weather the storm by staying in that trade, taking on some drawdown? That's one thing I really am focusing on going into the new year. I don't take a lot of drawdown. If you trade the NASDAQ, say for instance, the market could come back against you 4 or 5 points, whatever the case is. That's how that market swings. You got to understand that. But most times when I get into a trade, it's moving in that direction. And if I feel comfortable enough in being in a trade that's solid at a high probability zone and it gets good momentum to the other side, then it pulls back a few points, whatever the case is, sometimes I'll stay in that trade. But I know my risk. I know my limitation. I know how much risk I'm willing to take as far as how much I'm willing to lose or risk at a certain area. Okay? And each person's risk level may be different. Okay, and I talk about these things in videos, so spend some time on the charts. If you're a first-time viewer and you're watching this channel today and you come across this video, look, this is not a trading video. This is just a video of me talking heart to heart with you guys, because we're wrapping up and closing out the year, and I wanted to just leave some food for thought on the plate, on the table, okay, so that you can kind of eat it up. All right, Take it with you moving into the new year. If you're someone new that's watching this channel, maybe this will boost your morale, give you a bit of inspiration, all right? Because I want to see each person aspire to become a great trader. Understand that, all right? So those are the things I want to talk about, being humble, being patient, not being greedy. And remember that you will always be a student to the markets. Always take the time to do your homework. Stay wrapped up in these charts, back testing and doing your homework. Just like when you were in school, when you were in college, your goal was to get that degree, right? And maybe some of you moved on and got your professional degrees, right? All I'm saying is put in that same level of work, carry it forward in life for however long that life, affords you, because life is a blessing. Understand that. Each and every day we wake up, we lay down, it's a blessing for us to see the next day. I'm not being religious here. I'm just saying that it is a blessing. So take that with a grain of salt is what I'm trying to say. Just, allow yourself to continue to educate. Help other individuals along. I'm not the only individual here that finds success and profitability in these markets. We have people that are part of the Discord community. So if you're interested in joining the Discord, find that link down in the description portion of the video and invite yourself in. It's free of charge. Okay? All right? So again, I'm just here sharing my heart to heart with you and just having this conversation. And I want to see everyone become profitable, because just this year alone, there have been many that have found profitability. There have been many that come across this channel that have been leaving just positive remarks and comments and thanking me for all the video content, for all the information that I'm sharing, for thanking me because now they're able to see their trading transform. And I want to see you individuals that are saying that. I want to see you guys become profitable, become successful going into the new year. Okay, I want to see those individuals that said, I've been putting 6 months in, I've been putting a year in, and it's still, it's kind of a little bit blurry, but I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing the light. I'm seeing things transform. All right, I want to see you become successful in this next upcoming year. Okay, Monday marks a new year, 2024, right around the corner. Let's make it a prosperous and profitable year. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I appreciate and thank and love each and every one of you that have continued to show your love and support here on this channel. Okay, share the community. Click on that share button. I know most of you guys have platforms out there that you may be part of, some Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or whatever. If you are part of this community, click on that share button. Right now, just how you click on the like button right here, okay? That share button. Share it with with people your friends, your families, colleagues of those individuals that really want to learn how to trade the correct way, that want to trade the future markets, the indices, the NASDAQ, the ES, the Dow, whatever it is, whatever market, okay? Click on that share button and share. You may have or know some individuals that want to become profitable and are understanding and learning, or maybe you tapped out to or reached out to and said, hey, I'm starting to become a great trader. I started watching Mike's videos and he simplifies things and has shown, with all this generous information. So now maybe you want to pass that forward to someone else. Maybe your child, your nephew, your niece, your grandfather, your aunt, your uncle, somebody. Maybe you want to share it with the masses of individuals across your social media platform. Just share it with somebody that you know. I want to continue seeing growth within this channel because I want to reach people and I want to see people succeed ultimately, honestly, Life's a blessing, guys. So share what you know. Pass the information forward. All right, I'm going to stop here. I know I can go on and on, okay? I love this platform. I love the channel that's here. I love you guys as being loyal supporters. And again, I thank each and every one of you. And I'm wishing all of you, again, a happy new year, a new prosperous year, a profitable year. But just don't, be true to yourself within these markets. Take the time. Be patient. Know who you are as a person and perfect this and love this craft, and it will take care of you. Take care. I'll see everyone. And again, Happy New Year. I will see you guys next week in the next video. Take care.